Hello! How are you doing this lovely evening slash morning slash whatever time it is here in Sumeru City? And today I'm going to be finishing up the last of the story quests I still need to catch up on, which is Nilou's story quest! Yay! And of course I have Nilou here with me, and because I made a team that's good for Nilou because, you know, she's really strong if you put her on like a Hydro Dendro team. So I got a whole bunch of Dendro characters, and I didn't need to press that, but that was cool. And we are going to see what is going on with, I guess we're going to the Grand Bazaar, which makes sense because that's where the theater is. Yeah, I'm going to see what's up with Nilou today. I'm super excited. So here we go. Hi Nilou! How's it going? I guess we came from the other direction.
Nilou! It's nice to see you again!
Oh, hey there, Traveler in Paimon.
How are you?
Are you here for some shopping too?
That's right. Although there were a few hiccups here and there, the Sub-Zerus festival turned out to be
a few hiccups.
And so,
there was just
the
only a
theater
few,
wants to
only a
host
small
a
amount.
celebration event. Do you two want to come? It'll be a really fun time.
Yeah, sure. A celebration to celebrate the celebration we just had. But yeah, that's a good idea because that'll make everyone happy.
It's something like a tradition of ours. Whenever we wrap an important performance, we'll get together and unwind. Rehearsals are exhausting. If you keep your nose to the grindstone, you're going to wipe yourself out sooner or later.
Yeah, nice
Mr.
to take
Zubair,
breaks.
Our manager, always says that celebrations aren't just for fun, but that they should also be occasions for reflection and review.
Okay, sounds good.
But no one remembers that once the celebration starts. It's not like he can't also have some fun himself.
Yeah, fun and reflection.
Festivals during our adventures. Will your celebration also have lots of yummy food and drinks?
Paimon's here for the food.
We always do lots of eating, toasting, and gift exchanging. We try really hard to show our appreciation for everyone.
Ah, so we'll need to bring a present.
Into a gift box you go, Paimon.
Hey! Paimon's gonna put you in a box first!
Paimon's gonna put you in a box first. That's
It's
a very
fine.
threatening image.
No need to stress, Paimon. You can come, present or not. The gift exchange is just to make the celebration.
No, we
more
should still bring a
entertaining.
present. If we're
You
gonna
two
come,
being there
it's
would be
nice
the
to bring a
best
present.
gift of all. It'll
Aw,
also be a
thank
good time
you.
to introduce you to the rest of the theater.
Speaking of, since we last met her in the dream, many more things have happened. Well, we also met her out, I guess this is supposed to take place right after the Sub-Zerus festival, but we also met her in Akasha Pulse's Call of Flame Rises.
Is something up?
Did you run into any trouble after your dance?
You mean when I danced at the square right in front of the academia?
Oh, okay, so the quest updates to, because that was
really
during the last
useful.
arc on last
After
chapter.
that, no one came to the theater to scold me.
Alright, so okay, that's actually cool that
Actually
the story
gained
quest actually
many
kind of
new customers,
updates to reflect
and they were all
what part of the
academia
arc conquest I was at.
From what I can tell,
Because that
in the
was from the
past,
last part.
if a student were to put off their studies to watch a show or dance, they'd be called foolish and irresponsible. But now, it seems like this attitude is changing. People are starting to believe that engaging with the arts can help them balance their moods, and through that, improve their research efficiency at work.
True.
Anyway,
Yeah. You can't just be stuck writing all the time. You have to take some brain breaks.
Of it.
And looking at the arts.
Opening their eyes.
Yeah. Appreciating the arts will give you that chance to have that mental break. Alright, hopefully you'll appreciate the arts more.
That'll probably take some time. They're still droning on and on about experimentation and proof. Will they really gain more appreciation for the arts if they
Well,
continue
hopefully
to think
Nahida
of
is helping to
everything like
change
that?
things like that in the academia.
Anyway, all that aside, are
Those
you thinking about
attitudes from
coming to our
before.
event?
Paimon thinks it'll be a great time. What do you think, Travis?
Yeah, sounds like a lot of fun. Let's do it.
Alright, then let's head to the theater. Wait, I completely forgot about this pile of stuff.
Whoa.
Stuff?
Did you buy
That's a lot of stuff. Were you planning on
Just
carrying all of that,
relax.
or?
The
Okay.
rest were given to me.
Oh,
I really don't
I
know
see.
how
So
it
you
came
weren't
to this
planning on
much.
carrying all that.
That's way too many freebies. Many vendors give out samples for free, but Paimon's never seen this much.
All I know is that whenever I start chatting with people, my hands would get more and more full until I can't hold everything anymore.
Aw.
This seems to happen every
They seem to
time.
want to
I was
compliment
planning on
you.
making a few trips to bring everything back before continuing on with my shopping, but I don't think I'll have the time.
Well, good thing we showed up to
So
help you
this
carry
isn't
stuff.
even all of it?
Yeah, let me help you.
Are you sure?
Of course.
Of course. Carrying stuff is a piece of cake for him, right, Traveler?
Smug ether.
I'm
Or the annoyed
so
ether
sorry to
face.
trouble you like this.
We should go get a cart or
I
something.
meant to invite you to our celebration, but now you're helping me instead.
Well, it's okay. I feel like we should pitch in if
Well,
we want
let's
to come
hurry up
too.
and grab the last few
Because that's what we're
things,
good at.
so we can get back to the theater.
Mm-hmm. To the wise. Okay. Sounds good. We're gonna be helping out with the celebration then. Okay. We've got the goods. Am I picking up more goods? Hello. How are you?
Oh, well if it isn't Nilou.
Greetings, Mr. Jute. Do you still have any food that's ready to go?
Of course I do. I've heard that Zubair Theater is hosting a celebration event, so I've reserved some food for you in advance. Although, it looks like you're gonna need 2 more portions.
Yeah, well, I mean...
Please allow me to introduce them. This is the Traveler, a very experienced adventurer.
Yeah, we might have
And
saved
this
all of
is Paimon,
Sumeru.
his super reliable guide and helper.
Aw, see...
No. Paimon is... hold
Yeah,
on.
I was gonna say, wait, Nilou actually...
You're right.
Yeah, Nilou actually addressed Paimon by her correct title. Truly a most rare occurrence.
Don't underestimate Nilou. She always remembers every last little detail about everyone, even if it sounds completely trivial.
Yeah.
She's also very brave. Just a little while ago, she saved my precious spices from the jaws of a sumpter beast.
Whoa.
Don't think anything of it. I just help out
Angry
when I
sumpter
can,
beasts are
because
pretty
everyone else
scary.
takes
You
such
do not
good
want to
care
make
of
them
me.
mad. You want them to just stay
Anyway,
cute and fluffy.
Sorry to get off topic. We're in a bit of a hurry. Mr. Jute, did you say you didn't reserve enough food?
It's only just a couple
I was
more
joking.
portions.
Anyone who runs a business knows to keep some extra stock. After all, orders get changed all the time.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, that reminds me. It seems that these friends of yours aren't from here. Have they ever tried any delicious tachin?
I believe I have cooked some in the game. So I've probably tried it. But I'd be happy to try more and at a celebration.
Ooh, what a fantastic idea! Mr. Jute, did you bake a batch recently? Tachin is a mixture of rice and meat that's baked into a cake-like shape.
Mm-hmm.
Mr. Jute adds
That's the
special
one that
spices
Nilou
into
eats in
his.
her idol animation, right?
Its aroma is just so wonderfully delicious. If you ever see kids crowding all around Mr. Jute's place, you know he's baking up a storm.
Sounds delicious.
But is it really just for the kids? Don't you often follow them in too?
I just can't help myself.
That's probably really good.
We're 2 peas in a pod. Who doesn't enjoy some good food?
Yeah.
Wait here. I'll bring some over.
Alright, sounds good. Yummy.
Whoa, what a dish! It's sweet and sour and full of deliciousness! Paimon can't eat it fast enough!
Typical Paimon, but I bet it was really delicious.
No matter how many times I eat it, it's still so delicious.
I wouldn't have offered it as a treat if I wasn't confident in the taste. I baked a lot just now, and it's all packaged and ready for you to take back to the theater.
Yay.
You made so much. Is it really okay to take them all?
Yeah, you sure you don't want to save
It was
some to
nothing.
sell?
Making one
anyone
serving or 100
passing by?
servings is all the same to me. If anything, I should be thanking you for helping me clear my inventory.
Yeah. Oh, we should pay you at least. Yeah, we totally should at least pay him. I wasn't expecting we were going to take all that for free.
Don't worry about it. What kind of person would I be if I made you pay for
No,
a
I
treat?
insist. We should pay you for it. I was not intending on taking any of
Make
that
sure
for
you got
free. I thought we were
everything.
gonna. All right, thank you so much.
Feel free to come back anytime.
We will have to come by and give this guy some more business. Can I do that right now? Sorry, Paimon. Alright, no, I can't. You know you still have Hadisara, so, you know, I'll come by and get some stuff.
Yeah. Everyone has their own way with words.
Oh, we got something more
And
Tashin.
it's really hard to say no. Let's go to the next store.
Next door.
Nilou, good timing. I have the textiles you ordered. If you took any longer, the sumpter beasts might have gobbled them up.
I hope not.
You and your jokes. Sumpter beasts won't eat those kinds of things, Mr. Offsheen.
Jude said that some sumpter beasts ate his spices. Were they yours?
Oh, yeah, really sorry about that. Nilou, if it weren't for you, I would have lost half of my profits that month.
Yeah.
Trying to pull anything out of a sumpter beast's mouth is like playing a game of tug-of-war.
Yeah. Those sumpter beasts
So
can
they
be
didn't
very aggressive
eat
when they get
anything,
angry.
huh?
At least they work after eating. The one thing that Paimon has in common with sumpter beasts.
What's that supposed to mean?
At least they work after eating?
Come now. You know, sumpter beasts sometimes eat not because they're hungry, but because they like gnawing on
Oh, like a
things.
dog.
The textiles you ordered are highly
So
durable.
maybe
woven
you need
from
to
the
get them
finest
some
thread.
chew toys.
So even if a sumpter beast
Because then they
got
probably
snappy,
could use that to
it'd
help
still
with
have
like
to
their
chomp
teeth
on
and
it
stuff.
for a full day.
So they don't need to chew on anything.
Tested this before?
But of course, how else could I be so trustworthy? Well, that one time was an accident. I wouldn't dare experiment with such a precious product.
True. It does sound like some good fabric.
Ho ho! Have I piqued your interest? If you want to buy some, now's a good time. Buy 2 bolts and get 20% off.
That actually sounds really good.
Ooh, that's
Those
a pretty
fabrics
good
look really
discount.
nice.
What do you think, Traveler?
No thanks, Mr. Offsheen. You can't use that kind of tactic on her. Look, you've already sucked her in.
Tactic? So you mean everything he just said to Paimon was a lie?
Probably not everything.
I wouldn't go that far. It's just that Mr. Offsheen is really good at spinning stories. A word from him, and you'll find yourself buying things you
Although
don't
we
actually
are basically like
need.
tourists here, so
Mr.
probably getting
Zubair
some
gave me
fabric would be a
huge
nice
lecture
souvenir.
The last time I bought too many things.
Oh, vendors shouldn't use manipulative tactics. I mean, but they do it all the time, so I guess it's more on us to not fall for it at this point, since we really can't stop them.
Come on, don't look at me like that. All she got was a talking to from Zubair, while I was nearly fed head first to the sumpter beasts. My philosophy is that stories give value to merchandise. That's why my business
That's true.
started
Everything,
with such a boom.
it's easier to remember
Our
or feel
Nilou
attached to
here is
things
an
when you attach a story to it.
extraordinarily good listener. Back then, she believed anything I said. After a while, I began to feel guilty selling things to her because of how happy she looked. Though she enjoyed the stories and I the Mora, I knew she didn't need to buy
Oh, you
that
eventually felt
much.
guilty.
Anyway, since then, I've come to realize 2 things. 1, that stories should just be a means instead of an end. And 2, that there's more to business than just selling goods.
It's okay. We're all friends now. There's no need to dig up the past.
Yeah.
That
And it
reminds
sounds like
me.
you're doing
Some
honest
of the goods
business
from my
now,
latest shipment
mostly.
aren't in the best condition. They're fine for general use, but
No,
my
your whole
customers
business is
have
honest,
high
just that
standards, and I
you
don't
know,
have
a
the time or
sales,
resources to find new
the
buyers
sale
right now.
tactic. But still,
Nilou,
it's not
why
that
don't
bad.
you take them?
Huh? No, I can't do that.
Just think of it as a favor for me, all right? The theater can use them for props and whatnot.
So this is how Nilou ends
It
up with
costs
so
me
much
more
extra
to
stuff that she
store or
didn't
ship,
intend to
so I'm
buy.
just losing money every day continuing to hold on to them.
Even so, let me buy them at market value.
Nah, these goods are hard movers. Besides, if I let you pay, wouldn't it mean that I'm just using stories to sell my goods again? Just take them.
Well,
If you
I
really
do
feel
feel
that
like
bad
we should.
about it, give me some theater tickets later.
Okay,
Oh,
theater
yeah,
tickets.
You should
Yeah.
also take some while you're at it.
I
Adventurers
do
are
feel
always
like
in
we
need of
should
materials, right?
we should pay them back. We shouldn't take all the
Even
free
we
stuff.
get a part of this?
Hurry and take it. Just looking at it all is giving me a headache. Thanks for the huge favor.
Well, okay.
There's still one more store. Are you alright holding on to that much stuff?
I'm okay for now.
Why don't you lend a hand?
Yeah, Paimon.
If Paimon were to refuse, would you then think less of Paimon than even a Sumpter beast?
Paimon, you can at least hold the fabric. The fabric's light. I know you're really small, but the fabric. Okay, anyway.
About time, Nilou. Farhad here was snooping around your props.
Oh?
Please, I was only looking at them to get a better idea of what your new show may be about.
Wouldn't spoiling yourself just ruin all the
Yeah,
fun?
who wants spoilers for the story?
Please wait for our official performance.
Yeah,
These two look familiar. I think I've seen them before.
possibly.
Weren't they at the Sub-Zerus festival?
Yeah, that's us.
Yeah.
We were with
And they're coming
Dunya's-san.
to today's celebration too.
Oh, the more folks the merrier. I was actually just talking to Farhad about also stopping by tonight.
Mm-hmm.
Oh yes, please do. I'm sure Miss Raykar and Miss Nadja would also love to have a chat with the two
Yeah.
of you.
The more the
We
merrier
even
at the
prepared
happy
a small
celebration.
gift. Let me show it to you. Ta-da! It's a flower wreath. I really think we should wear some of these to give the event a more celebratory feel.
Hmm.
It's beautiful.
Wow.
Did you make it?
I like flower wreaths. Ooh,
Farhad did most of the work.
that one's
What a
nice.
surprise, huh? He actually knows a lot about crafts.
That is pretty surprising.
Hey, why can't I have a little side hobby? I worked really hard on
Yeah,
that.
why can't you have a little side
I know,
hobby? But
I
yeah,
know.
nice
I
job.
watched you make it. I wasn't making fun of you. All right. Why don't you also try some on? We've got some wreaths in your size.
It's like party hats, but they're whoa. Look at Paimon doesn't get one.
It's perfectly.
Aw, yours does too.
They're so pretty! Is there one that Paimon can wear?
Is there one that Paimon can wear?
Unfortunately, we already gave out all the child-sized ones. I
Aw.
wasn't expecting the theater to invite such a fascinating guest.
Fascinating. Huh. That sounds kind of
That's a
weird,
good way
but
to-
Paimon will
that's a
let
good way
it
to-
slide.
Dodge.
You all sure got a lot of stuff there. Let me help you carry some. I'm a porter by trade, so this is what I'm best at.
That'd be great! Please and thank you.
Aren't you gonna help out Paimon?
But we have a pro now.
Thanks for the help, Mr. Farhad. But let me make one thing clear first. Don't try to ask about what's in the new show.
Yeah, no spoilers.
I may not be able to hold back Mr. Zubair this time.
You're so obvious that even Nilou saw right through you.
Yeah.
Shut it.
Nice flower
Fine.
crowns though.
It's not like I want to get on his bad side either.
Yeah, you don't
Including
want to get
Hushan's things,
spoiled.
though. We'll
There's-
each need to carry a box.
Look how
if we want
nice
to
he
move
looks though.
everything
We're
in one
all
trip.
wearing our pretty
Even my
flower
strength
crowns
has
with
its
the,
limits.
with the leaves and everything.
Paimon looks like she doesn't want to, so I'll carry a little extra. Although I may not appear super strong at first glance, I actually do a lot of strength training on the
Yeah,
regular.
I imagine because you
Strength
do
and
dancing, it's a
balance
lot
are
of
both
physical
really
work.
important for a dancer.
Mm-hmm.
No, let Paimon. Paimon will help carry things.
Paimon will start feeling
Traveler's
guilty.
right. Paimon shouldn't freeload.
Just carry the fabric. Carry something light. Like, it's okay. I don't expect Paimon to be. You're floating, Paimon.
Paimon can't fly anymore.
I know, but you have an easier time than the rest of us.
Are you okay, Paimon?
Paimon's good to keep going. But Paimon now understands when people say there's no such thing as a free lunch.
Yeah. We have to give Paimon the lighter items, right?
Sure was a lot of stuff. Oh, looking forward to the event later.
Yeah,
Thank
looking
you,
forward to
Mr.
it too.
Farhad.
Yeah, thanks for the help.
Thank you, Sumpter Man.
Thank you, Paimon.
Whew. Paimon's definitely going to eat it all back later.
All right,
Sure.
I'll leave you all to it.
Thank you. Cool.
See ya.
See ya.
Good thing we had Mr. Farhad with us, or else that would have taken way longer.
The atmosphere here is so nice. Is everyone always this friendly?
Of course. Because everyone's working here together.
I can tell it's a very tight-knit
all like
community.
neighbors.
Everyone knows each other
So
and
we're
everyone
always
helps each
helping
other
each
out.
other
That's
out.
so nice.
It's easy to forget that everyone's running a business.
Mm-hmm.
With this many freebies being thrown at you, you probably don't need to work.
Nah.
I felt so guilty at first. Like I always owed someone something. I was always thinking of ways to repay others. Later on, I realized that it's actually like what Mr. Afshin said. By taking the freebies, I was helping everyone out and saving them money. When you order the wrong item, or make too much of something, sometimes the best way to maximize the value of those goods is to give them away. That's why there's no need to stress over the freebies. All of us repay others by helping them when they need it.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, that actually makes a lot of sense.
Yeah.
This has become our norm, and no one keeps track of the back and forth anymore.
I see. What a nice community
so really,
you have here.
Don't worry about it.
Okay.
Alright. I have to bring all this to Mr. Zubair and do a little bit of prep. Feel free to hang out here for a bit. It'd be nice if you could also get to know some other people at the theater.
Okay. You sure you don't need any help?
Nope. Mr. Zubair's really on top of everything.
Alright, sounds
You two
good.
are our guests. So please, just relax and look forward to the celebration.
Okay. Can do.
Wow, the atmosphere here is so nice.
Look at us. We are at Nilou on the
Take a break and
stage.
immerse ourselves in this warmth.
Immerse ourselves in this warmth. Let's do that. Hello.
Hello.
Hi.
What?
Huh.
Who are you? You can't just go on the stage as you please.
We're here with Nilou.
Ah, I see. Sorry for my overreaction. I'm just, making a prop. No time for chit-chat.
Alright.
Is that
Busy.
embroidery?
Busy work.
No. Well, yes, but not really. It's a prop. It's just, some fabric.
Oh,
An
I see. She
ordinary
doesn't.
piece of fabric that will be used in a show.
She doesn't want to spoil it.
Sorry.
And also,
I really do need to focus and start
a little
working
bit
on it.
flustered. Sorry to bother you.
What an oddball. Is prop making something to be that jumpy about? Oh well, it's none of our business.
Yeah. Yeah, maybe she doesn't want us to find out what it's for. Hello. How are you?
There.
Ah, a newcomer.
Hello. How is it?
Doesn't look too bright.
Hey! Talk about
Yeah.
judging a book by its cover.
Yeah, that was
You, on the other
presumptuous
hand-
much.
You're a special one.
Oh,
How
okay.
would you
Sure.
describe the concept of art?
Why? Okay, art?
Mere curiosity is all. It makes no difference whether you answer or not.
Oh, okay. It is a tangible manifestation of human sentiments. True. It is an expression of our aesthetic ideals. Also true. Okay, I'll pick the first one.
So that's what you think, hmm?
Uh-oh, he sounds disappointed.
Unremarkable. Better than an average person's thoughts, but
All
nothing
right.
exceptional.
We're above average. That's all I
Is
need.
art a product that we create and bring forth? Or is it a naturally existing
Oh, don't bring up
resource?
resources here again.
I, for one, believe it to be the latter.
Hmm. And
Doesn't
no,
follow.
we already been through all this
I've
thing
been
about knowledge as
staying
a
here for
resource.
a
We can't have
long
art as a
time.
resource now,
On
too.
occasion, I'd assist them in penning lines of dialogue, but most of my time I just stand back and watch. I prefer to abstain from writing as it spoils the viewing experience.
Well, somebody has to
The
write.
existence of the theater, of Nilou, and of humanity itself. All of these can be considered as forms of art. It is not some intangible construct beyond the horizon.
How does that have anything to do with us?
Let me
You
ask
lost
you
me
this.
somewhere.
What do you think is the meaning of art?
To serve as an answer to your questions?
I suppose that question was a little too difficult for you.
Can we leave now?
Chance upon a spark of inspiration. I have been closely observing you. the players on the stage, and those watching in the audience. Art.
What is this guy even talking
all around
about?
us.
Sure. Alright. A little bit of a weirdo, but okay. Props engineer, hello.
Hey there. I saw you two helping Nilou move some stuff.
That's us.
Are you two also here for the celebration event?
Yeah, she invited us
You
here.
got it!
My name is Raykar. Nadia and I are this theater's prop engineers. I also help out with some other tasks like housekeeping.
Ooh.
The little ones causing a ruckus are my children, Soreen and Abi. I hope they aren't bothering you.
Oh, not at all.
They always get really excited every time we hold celebration
Yeah, no,
events.
just seeing people be happy at a celebration is the best part, so... Yeah, they're so lively.
Yes, they are. Everyone here takes great care of
Oh,
them.
that's good to hear.
There's good work here, the pay's always on time, and Nilou and the others will often volunteer to play with the kids. I'm quite content with this current way of life.
That sounds good.
Do you mean your life wasn't nearly as good before?
Oh yeah, Paimon, don't... Well, okay, well...
It's all right. It's all water under the bridge now. My husband and I were both adventurers, but he passed away from an accident.
Oh. I'm sorry for your
Material
loss.
struggles can always be overcome, but ever since then, I haven't been able to spend much of my energy on anything else. But I still consider myself lucky. Mr. Zubair has helped me a lot, and the atmosphere here is tolerant and kind.
That's good to hear.
Sorry for bringing up such sad memories.
Oh, it's all right. I don't mind. Once the event starts, you'll be able to see for yourself the kind of atmosphere I was talking about.
Yeah, I look forward to it. Oh, nice to meet you.
Look, Nilou's back!
Oh, Nilou's back, okay.
Let's meet up with her. The event's probably about to start.
Hello.
Sorry for the wait. Preparations for the celebration are finally done.
Yay!
I'll call everyone over, and then we can start.
Let us give you a hand.
Yeah, let us help out. We've just been walking around here for a while.
Thank you.
We could make some good use of our time. Everyone gathers together and the event finally starts. Participants prepare to exchange presents.
Maybe we really should have prepared a gift. Then we could also be a part of
Yeah,
the
I think we should have
exchange.
prepared a gift, I think.
As it is, all we can do is wait and watch.
Maybe we shouldn't do this after all. I didn't do that great of a job. And who would
No,
even
don't
like
say
it?
that.
Oh, don't think like that. Remember our promise? We're going to give everyone a pleasant surprise. And besides, you've never attended a celebration event before, so this will be a great opportunity. Everyone will
Yay!
love you.
I'm still not really sure about this.
There's nothing to be worried
Don't
about.
worry, I know it's
Take
like,
a
you just
step
get
forward
so
and give
nervous
yourself a
before
chance.
some sort of, like,
There
big
aren't
thing
any
that's gonna happen,
scary
or like
people
a
here, right?
presentation or performance, right?
Right.
But the truth is, you can't, like, back out of it now.
Alright.
So, all you can do
Maybe this will
is
help.
just take a deep breath
Everyone, over here!
and
Inaya has
calm
something
down
great to tell you all.
and be ready for whatever is to come.
Wait,
come.
wait!
Okay, I guess Nilou kind of put her on the spot there, but anyway.
I've already said that I'm not ready yet. What should I say?
Take it easy and relax. Deep breath in and out. Once you've taken a long exhale, calmly tell everyone what you want to say. If you don't say anything, then all the hard work we put into embroidery practice would have gone to waste.
Using it as a gift, though? It really isn't that
I'm sure
good.
that's not true. I saw you were working really hard on it earlier.
So when Inaya was talking about making a prop, she was actually preparing a present.
She looks really nervous.
Yeah, it feels like she still doesn't really see herself as part of this community. But it looks like Nilou's trying to ease her through.
And that's the kind of person
Actually,
Nilou is. She can bring
Inaya
everyone
had prepared
together.
a special present for everyone before the celebration kicked off.
Yeah? So she was nervous probably because she was trying to, like, keep us from ruining the surprise. Aww.
Pipe down! The louder you all are, the more nervous she'll become.
Oh, well,
You've
okay.
worked on it for so long, so have some confidence. Don't be afraid.
You've got this.
Mr. Zubair is kind of like the strict teacher, but
Is Mr.
he
Zubair
actually
here?
Uh-oh. Really cares about everyone, but is really strict about it.
Sheikh Zubair,
hi.
This is an urgent notice from the academia. This
Oh, no.
celebration, or whatever it is, must stop at once.
And why is that?
Condescending guy. What's his deal?
Everyone follows Sheikh Zubair to the Space Polo
Since
Theater.
Zubair Theater has long violated the academia's policies and orders, we have decided to demolish it.
Really? Right
As its
now?
manager, you must halt all operations and dismiss all staff members within 30 days. After which, you will report to the academia
Wow, what a
for
party
further
pooper.
punishment.
Dude.
Why force us to do this all of a sudden?
Yeah, what is wrong with you?
This is not the first time you've been issued a warning.
I didn't hear anything about demolition the last time I asked, and now I suddenly only have 30 days? We have more shows planned, but it's impossible to do anything in just 30 days. How am I supposed to explain this to my customers and staff?
And besides, shouldn't
That
they...
issue is of no concern to me.
I can
Mr.
get it
Zubair.
as of no concern to you.
You seem
but
to understand the situation quite clearly. Perhaps you can reflect on the reasons why you have failed to prepare for the scenario
come
in
on.
advance.
I know the academia had problems with the arts and stuff before.
The academia
like-
has never liked us. And they've
But
never
come
respected
on.
our work.
That's
To
so
them,
mean.
what we do is all a waste of time. This isn't the first time they've come by. They had asked us several times in the past to improve the quality of our performances by only putting on shows they consider to be sufficiently intellectual. But our audience isn't the academia. It's the people of the Grand Bazaar.
Yeah.
If our shows are too difficult to understand or too removed from everyday life, nobody would watch them anymore. Changing our content would not only mean turning our backs on our vision, it would also directly lead to the loss of our livelihoods.
If the theater actually gets demolished, many people would become displaced.
Yeah, the theater is very important to
This
each
is
and every one
horrible.
of us.
Just because the academia is so stuck up in their ways.
But
Yeah.
I also don't know how we can stop them.
I do not wish to explain everything again from the beginning. Time is of
We
the
weren't
essence,
asking you, dude.
so you should act with haste instead of asking frivolous questions.
But none of us plan to accept this. Such an abrupt notice is contrary to established policy.
Yeah, that's right.
Ask whoever you will, the answer will remain the same. We have already given you sufficient notice.
Enough! Does your
What?
audacity know no limits, Father?
Huh? Father? Their family?
What?
What's academia? This is all because you don't like Zubair Theater. You're
Maybe
just
that's
using
why
the
she's so
academia's
nervous to
name
be part of the
threaten us.
community because
Let me tell you.
of her
Even
background.
if you manage to tear down this place, nothing is going to change. You've always been awful. But even I never thought my father would sink this low.
This is strictly business. It has nothing to do with where you are, what you do, or what you think.
Ooh,
I
that
hope you all have not been irrevocably blinded by
sounds
folly.
sounds like
waste
it's a
more time on
personal. It
pointless
sounds like there's
arguments.
personal baggage
Wrap
here.
everything up and make preparations to shut down at once.
Ah,
That'll be that didn't go very well.
why is he always like that?
This is quite the misfortune, but there's nothing we can do.
Uh,
That's it for today, everyone. Let's clean up.
we didn't even get to the gift
I'll
exchange.
go talk to them again tomorrow. The storms that come out of the blue are always the hardest to deal with.
I know this story quest is supposed to take place before the end of the Samara Archon quest. So I guess I can't give the argument that, well, because I know that Nahida definitely would not have let this happen. Nahida would definitely not let the Zubair Theater get shut down, and when she gets released from the Sanctuary of Surasana, she definitely has the authority to stop whatever this is going on here. So I get that, like, canonically it's out of order, but why? It's like Like, they haven't done anything really, except they don't spread your views of like, oh, we need to all be super intellectual and like pretentious and just research stuff with no creativity. And oh, by the way, why aren't we making any research breakthroughs? Surely it's not because we shut everyone's brains off to not even think anymore by A, depleting people's curiosity, and B, just giving them access to like Google, but like limited Google. Like that, which is the Akasha, which is they can only find limited information and then just accept everything else as well. That's just the way it is. Yeah, the academia has problems, and I think Nahida is definitely working on fixing some of those problems. But of course, this takes place before that, before Nahida regains control of the academia. So, yeah.
Is this place gonna get torn down?
I hope not.
No! I don't want that to happen!
Oh, shh, don't cry. That man was just trying to scare us.
Hopefully. Hopefully that's all he did is just scare us.
They get more and more unreasonable with each passing day.
Yeah, I'll say.
I have to think of something.
There has to be something we can do.
Sorry. My father is always like that.
Yeah. Sometimes they are like that.
The carefree warmth of summer will always give away to the bleak futility of winter.
Yeah, I sure hope so.
Is even more fickle than the seasons.
I pray that you are right about that.
Why couldn't he just have a good faith discussion with us? There's always room for compromise.
Well, if there really was, then we wouldn't be in this predicament.
Mm-hmm. Alright. Hello, Nilou. We're gonna have to think of something, because
Sorry.
there's no way we're gonna let this slide.
I didn't know that things would turn out like this.
There's no need to apologize, Nilou. No one could have seen this coming.
Yeah,
I
it's nobody's
understand
fault
she could
here.
have at least gotten to the food.
It's that guy's
Is
fault.
what that guy said true? The academia has already given you many warnings?
Well, I mean,
Yeah, I guess
yeah.
you could say
They
that.
came during the Sub-Zeros Festival
They've
too.
always seen us as being meaningless. Knowledge is king in Sumeru, and their pursuit of it leaves no room for the arts.
Mm-hmm.
But if that's all it is, there's also no reason to go so far as to demolish the theater.
So it really does have something to do with Inaya.
After Inaya ran away from home, I brought her here to Zubair Theater.
I see.
She really talks about her family. All I know is that she didn't get along with them. I never expected it to blow up like this.
So it's personal, in this
If you
case.
did nothing wrong, then there's no reason to listen to the academia, right?
Well, unfortunately, yeah, okay. Unfortunately, it's like they do have like the law of the land here. Okay, so I think the story quest probably because Nahida wasn't freed yet when the story quest came out. But yeah, I think this story quest definitely reflects the fact that I finished the Sumeru Archon quest. But if I can ask Nahida to lend a hand, but okay, it sounds like the problem actually here is less to do with the academia and more to do with the personal baggage between Inaya and her father, and whatever he seems to have against the arts because otherwise at this point in time the academia is under reform from Nahida. So I guess I could ask Nahida to lend a hand.
Nahida? You mean Lesser Lord Kusanali?
Yeah, we're
Probably
friends.
help if she knew what was going on. No matter how nasty the academia could get, surely they can't win against Lesser Lord Kusanali.
Yeah, problem solved right there.
No. I wasn't doubting her ability. I just feel like we shouldn't bother her with such a trivial problem.
Nahida wouldn't see it as
If the Dendro Archon were to
being
intervene,
being
then it
trivial.
wouldn't feel like our victory was earned.
Right.
That's true.
Yeah, that's basically the excuse we have for why can't we just get Nahida to help us out right now, since at this point in time she totally could.
Who cares? Let's just take him in a fight.
No.
That's true.
I'll try to think of something. We can't just let everyone suffer in a perpetual
Because I
state
think
of fear
that
and
Nahida
uncertainty.
definitely would help though,
What to
because
do, what
destroying
to
the
do.
arts And suppressing other
And
people's
you
views is
pretend to
definitely
shut
something
down,
that
but secretly continue to
Nahida
hold
would
your
not
show
allow,
somewhere else?
and would actually see as going
Or
against
we could go through a list
what,
of customers and try
like,
to see
the
if
way
anyone
that she
in there might
runs
be willing to
Sumeru.
help out.
So
That also doesn't sound like it'll work.
I think a scholar once told me differences can be settled through a debate. Ooh.
A debate? Huh. Well, scholars do love to use them to solve their problems, but how would
You know, that would
work
actually
in
work,
this
you know.
case?
Basically fight them in their own playing field. A debate. Like, you know. And if we can win on their terms, that would prove to them that they have to listen to us. The only problem is the academia does not value the arguments of anybody who pursues the arts, as you can see. They basically invalidate all of it. So, you know, how can we win in a debate where, like, okay, I guess it all depends who's going to be moderating this debate. Whoever moderates this debate, that will be a key thing, because otherwise the academia themselves, they just shut their ears off whenever Nilou or anyone else from Zubair Theater has tried arguing in the past. So, yeah.
Oh, if we can prove to Inaya's father that the academia's position doesn't hold water,
Yeah.
then they won't have a reason to demolish the theater.
That's right.
I see. Defeating him in a debate. It's a good idea, but which one of us could hope to win against a researcher?
Probably her.
Huh? Me?
You're
No. I'm the literal worst at arguments.
I mean,
I can't debate.
it's true. Like, Nilou never argues with anybody. She always tries to accommodate everybody else. But just as Aether said, debates aren't arguments. You debate to prove that you are right, and sometimes that means standing up for yourself a little bit. You know, it's good to be able to be a person who can make accommodations and compromises to keep the peace for everybody. But in this case, you also have to be able to prove that you're strong enough to, with your words, to be able to protect what is dear to you. And Nilou, you're really good with words. You can take that skill and use it for a different purpose, and you'll be just fine, I'm sure.
Nilou, you are only so stressed out right now because you care so much about protecting the theater.
This theater holds a special meaning in all of our hearts. It's irreplaceable. But I just don't know. Can I really take on such a huge responsibility?
Yeah, you'll be fine as long as you prepare. I'll do my best to help. That's true. If you do a debate, you always have to do research and make sure you know your points so well that you can counter their argument.
Paimon'll help too. You'll feel a lot more confident after doing some prep work. Believing
I
yourself.
guess this is.
You too?
I guess this is debate practice then.
All right.
It's been a while
I've
since I've done a
decided.
debate, but I remember doing that in
Even
school.
though I may fail, I'll do my very best.
It's super nerve-wracking at first, the first few times, but once you get
That's our
you
Nilou.
practice,
We're rooting for
you do it more than once, you can do it.
Okay, let's head back and tell everyone what we came up with.
Yeah, and this is a good idea because the academia cannot refuse basically a duel. It's basically a duel, but of intellectual knowledge of the wrong way. Yeah, so they cannot argue. Wait, where are we going? Just in the middle. There you go. Okay, they cannot argue against this kind of plan that basically we've thrown the ball into their court.
Trying to best the academia in a debate is attempting the impossible.
Yeah, well, we've always made the
If you really
impossible.
want to try, I won't stop.
Yeah, it's like we're only gonna get closer to rock bottom from here. Where else do we have to go at this point?
I don't think it's entirely hopeless. To Sharif, Nilou's approach will come off as naive, but that kind of frankness is exactly what they lack the most.
True.
Things might turn out differently from what you expect.
At least we should give it a shot.
I am in favor of such a romantic fate. No playwright will turn down a compelling underdog story.
Yeah, it's a very compelling underdog
Sure,
story.
in fiction, but I'm not sure how well that will translate.
But what do we have to lose?
reality.
We may as well just try it.
I'm not saying that I don't support you, Nilou. If you need my help, just say the word. Anything is better than just standing aside and watching the theater get demolished.
There's nothing to lose at this point. We may as well try.
I'm also pitching in. Let's show the academia that we have some fight in us.
Yeah.
Thank you, everyone. I feel a lot less nervous with your support.
Not to rain on your parade, but my father is a real hard guy to deal with. He's erudite, meticulous, demanding, and exceedingly familiar with rigorous logic. It'll be extremely difficult to beat him in a debate.
Yeah. I can tell.
You all already knew that. But you just didn't want to hurt Nilou's feelings.
But what else do we have to lose?
When all said and done, aren't you hurting her just the same?
That's enough, Inaya.
I think Inaya, for her, it's because she's probably. This is.
Sorry, I've ruined the mood.
It's because she's the one who escaped her father.
I just can't force myself to expect a positive outcome. Nilou shouldn't have to push herself for the sake of an impossible goal.
Yeah, for Inaya, she's probably had to put up with that with her father her whole life, and knows better than anyone else just how unreasonable he is. And then, if she couldn't, and she probably tried so many times to be able to convince him to change and never did, and that's why she ran away, right? So, for her, she probably is just fearful. She doesn't want to put Nilou in the same situation that she's had to deal with her whole life, probably. But at the same time, even if it might be hard to go back on those memories, Inaya probably is the person who can best prepare Nilou for this because she has that experience of dealing with this person and what he's like, right? So, it's all up to her. But I totally understand where she's coming from. It's like, if she's the one, Inaya's the one who's most familiar with the competitor in this debate, and she knows just how unreasonable he is. So of course she'd be fearful that, and she probably has been hurt by him. So it's like, I mean, because somebody is supposed to be the kind of person that like protects you, but instead they always shut you down and never let you have a say, then that's really hurtful. So you can definitely tell that there's that personal baggage between Inaya and her father. So obviously she doesn't want Nilou to suffer the same kinds of things she's had to go through. There's nothing in this world that is impossible. Yeah, that's right. Coming from us, so we've made the impossible happen so many times. Yeah.
It's way too early.
We have to give it a try. Like, there's nothing.
You're right, Inaya.
There's nothing to lose at this point.
We're up against the academia. Everyone knows that they're very powerful. Being skeptical might actually be the more normal response. But I still want to try. I'm reluctant to just let Zubair Theater go.
Yeah.
And it's not just me. I think everyone else here feels the same way. If we're unhappy, we should speak up and let our voices be heard.
Yeah.
Say what's on your mind, and do what you think should be done. If we fail after that, then at least we won't have any regrets.
Yeah, that's the right way to
after
go about
all,
this.
The only thing we can control right now is our choice at this very moment.
That's a very important thing.
I understand what you're trying to say. I also have my own intense
You can't
feelings
change
of
other people
anger and regret.
directly. You can only change your own choices and
Could I
hope
trouble
that
you to tell your
maybe you can
father about our
convince
plan for a debate?
others.
You can still get in touch with your family, right?
Yes, I can.
Then, please help us pass on my request. I've never participated in a debate, and truth be told, I'm still not really confident in myself. But since we've decided on a debate, I'll do my best to prepare for it. I'll gather everyone's thoughts and let them be known to all during the debate.
Sounds good.
I, by myself, definitely don't have enough wisdom to beat your father. But what about the entire theater combined?
That's right. The power
Then
of
we should have a
teamwork, the
chance,
power
right?
of community and caring for each other.
That's right, Miss Nilou.
We got this together.
Bad guy. Justice will prevail.
Justice will prevail. That's right.
Make him eat dirt.
For sure.
You two. We aren't getting into a fight.
I mean, you kind of are a
But
little
thank
bit.
you for your encouraging words.
It's just not a physical
I'll do
fight.
my best.
But a debate is also in a way it's a method of dueling.
Well said back there, Nilou.
Yeah.
I felt that I might have said a bit too much.
No, you're fine.
Anyway, we better start preparing now. First, let's see what everyone thinks about the
Okay,
situation.
let's go in a circle.
No one is allowed to bully Miss
Yeah, that's
Nilou.
right. You tell him.
Watch out, Mr. Bad Guy. Pow! Bam!
Okay, let's start from this side.
When the day comes, I'll get my friends and the theater's customers to come and support Nilou.
All right.
If anything goes wrong, I'll have them scream and shout and drown out whatever Sharif says.
I'm not sure that's allowed in the rules of debate.
I can't.
Yeah.
do that?
but
Fine,
definitely
I'll
the
think of something
support of
else.
having all the people there will be really great. Hello.
I didn't expect you all to challenge the academia.
Well, we've done it before.
That reminded me of my younger years. Back then, I feared nothing and no one, and I was always charging into the most dangerous of places. I can't do things like that anymore, but those were some of the best times of my life.
This whole time,
the
like, it
theater
really
ends
is
up
the, like,
getting demolished,
this whole problem
then
could be
you,
solved with
Soren,
Nahida coming and
and
just
Abby
telling them to stop, because
It's all right.
she definitely would not
There's
mind
no
just
need to think
spending a
such
couple
heavy
minutes of her
thoughts.
day to do that.
Even if the building gets
But-
demolished,
But yeah,
its people will still all be here.
that's true.
Have faith
We
in the
can-
resilience of an
We
adventure.
will always be able to.
We
There
can
will be some way
always
to
figure
rebuild.
something
You
out.
can't.
But won't you have regrets if things
You
just
can't
come to an
stop.
abrupt end?
You can't
It'd be
stop
like when you were forced to stop
people from
adventuring.
doing what they're passionate and love to do.
So that's what you were worrying about. Relax. I've had a lot of experience with regret. Things are painful at first, but as they say, time heals all wounds.
Mm-hmm.
Look at us now. Serene and Abi are happy. And Serene has also just passed his theater
Oh, that's
exam.
great.
He can start acting soon. He was thrilled because he can soon perform on the same stage as you. We wouldn't be here if it weren't for our past struggles. And would Serene have become a happier person? That's hard
It's
to
true.
say.
All the experiences of the past have made you stronger.
Are you trying to make us feel better?
Yes, but I truly do mean what I say. Being here at the theater has taught me an important lesson. The most important thing about an experience is how you choose to interpret it.
Yeah.
I can choose to believe that my life ended with my husband's death. Or I can choose to believe that it was a blessing in disguise for Serene and Abi. Similarly, even if this theater disappears, a new beginning might just be around the corner. Good and bad are all human-made concepts.
Even if the theater goes
It all
down, that
depends on how we choose to
are-
see things.
You have a
but the
point.
things that we love will never
Nilou.
die.
I know how important Zubair Theater is to you. But you don't have to be so nervous. We're all here with you.
Yeah.
The theater won't go down so
That's right.
easily.
Not going out without a fight.
Thank you, Miss Raykar.
No need to thank me. If anything, you inspired me with your bravery. You might have what it takes to become an excellent adventurer.
Yeah, I think so too. She has it in the bag.
You're too kind. All right, I gotta cheer up. I can't waste everyone's words of encouragement.
Sounds good.
I feel a lot better.
Me too. Mikari knows just the
My
right things
children
to
and
say.
I will be cheering you on at the debate.
Thank you. Alright. Alright, what kind of poetic words do you have to say?
Paimon doesn't really want to talk to him.
So, you've already developed some prejudices against me. And to think, I was just about to put forward
Yeah,
a
calm down,
suggestion.
Paimon. We gotta at least...
Oh, Paimon will listen to that.
Although, I know not if you have a new answer to my previous question. Now seems like an appropriate time to revisit
Mhm.
it. What do you think is the meaning of art?
Good question for... Right. It's a good question for this debate, so...
We probably do need to tackle this question if we want to prove the value of the
Yeah.
arts. I don't know how to explain it, but all I know is that when my performance makes the audience happy, I also become very happy. Does that count as a meaning?
Yes.
You answered him so seriously. Careful, Nilou. This guy's
No, you gotta give a
ramblings
serious
never make
answer.
any sense.
No. Nilou's answer far surpasses yours, and is
Thanks.
close to my own.
Appreciate that.
The meaning of art comes not from its creators, but from its audience.
Yeah.
In
You're
other
right. I
words,
never thought of it like that,
only
but
art
yeah.
that can be appreciated by others will impart its essence and value upon the minds
You use
of its
art as a way to
audience.
express yourself.
This is
But
something
really,
that the academia can never
But really,
understand.
it's how the audience is able to interpret your expression of yourself. If you're able to communicate what you're thinking, how you're feeling through that art, that connection, the communication between the artist and the audience is actually one of the most important parts about art. You seem to have many stories of your own.
I once pursued the mastery of art, much like how a researcher would chase wisdom and knowledge. However, the more of a connoisseur I became, the less I felt I understood.
Yeah.
I began to question what it truly
Yeah, you
meant
can't
for art.
you can't have
to be
art as like a
understood at all.
resource.
I found that I could comprehend even
So
the
you
most
can't have knowledge as a
complex
resource.
and sophisticated of works, and yet somehow that provided me with little solace. I remained even perplexed about this conundrum until I visited this theater and watched one of Nilou's performances.
It was that life-changing?
Sometimes
everyone here had
yeah,
a
art
joyous
can be
part
really
in the overall
life-changing.
experience. The actors upon the stage basked in the love of their audience, while
That's why
those
I
in
like
the
doing like
house
writing and
immersed
also looking
themselves
at other
into
stories. And I like
wondrous
games like this, like
ambiance.
Genshin, where the
In all
story is so
honesty,
intricate and
purely
in-depth.
critical point of view, the performances here
It's like
are
you really connect with
exceedingly
like
average.
each story in this game.
Don't say something
Then
like that.
once there's
But
something
what
that the
bewildered
audience
me
can
was how,
connect
despite
to,
the
it
performance's
becomes so much more
middling
meaningful to
quality,
everybody.
they captivated their whole audience. They captivated even me. I realized then that I had walked the wrong road. The mastery of art was
More the
never
appreciation
what
of
I
art
truly
than the
wanted.
mastery, right?
I left the so-called frontiers of artistic research and came to this theater. For this is where I can finally find what
That's
I
good.
seek. Art will no longer be a castle in the sky. Whether it be inspiring or entertaining, art must be appreciated by others to confer value. If art cannot accomplish that, then it is meaningless.
When you put it that way... Mr. Zubair and I refused to follow the Academia's orders to change our shows for a
Yeah, you
similar
want to be able
reason.
to connect with your audience,
To put
not
it
just like
simply, we were
promote
afraid that our shows
promote
would lose their
academia
meaning if
views
people
and like
couldn't understand
basically
them.
I
like doing
once stood
ads
in the
for them on
spotlight,
almost.
but I relinquished fame and acclaim for the freedom I enjoy today. I care not for where my feet may take me next, but Nilou, you need to remember one thing. You already stand upon the finest stage there is, and that is a rare gift that should never be taken for granted. You cannot give it up, not even to the academia.
I understand. Thank you for your words of encouragement,
Thank
Mr.
you.
Kasani.
Dust the cobwebs away from the eyes of
We'll
those
do.
scholars.
We'll do that.
He really seemed to care a lot
Yeah,
about
of course.
Once you get to know him, you'll realize that he's actually...
Yeah, I can tell. He just uses a lot of big
He'll even
words,
help out with
but
furniture
he has
repair and
his
painting the stage.
the right attitude.
Wow. Paimon didn't think he had that in him
Also,
at
when
all.
he says Nilou already stands upon the finest stage of all, I kind of think he's not even talking about the Zubair Theater, but just like the fact that she is so loved and appreciated by the community, and the fact that her performances really bring happiness and inspire others when she dances, right? So that in itself is probably the most powerful stage of all, is that ability to be able to showcase how you're feeling through your art to others.
Mr. Zubair, we're trying to put together a list of arguments that might be useful. Any ideas?
It won't be difficult to explain our position. They're in the wrong, and they know it.
Well,
I have meticulously managed this theater's affairs for years, and I have abided by every procedure
yeah,
and
well,
obtained every permit.
well,
I did
ironically,
all of that to protect
considering
ourselves if
how
something like this were to occur. I didn't expect them to disregard
considering that the
rules
academia is so
altogether.
fixated on logic and rules, they don't seem to be very open to actually rational arguments we're about to throw at them. But yeah, that is because probably for that guy, it's like personal baggage, right? Like emotional baggage with his daughter.
Yes, I know. But anyone who's staying at the theater is one of us.
They're part of the team. They're part of the community.
If I can't even protect the members of the theater from outside pressure, then I have failed in my duty as a manager.
Yeah.
In
Well,
summary,
that's why
you
we
need
are going to
sufficient
help you
confidence and
save the
strict
theater.
adherence to the rules. At least for now, they don't have the authority to demolish the theater. As long as you double down on that point and force them to
Yeah, that's true. This goes against their own laws.
All right.
They haven't presented enough evidence to destroy it.
Many situations like this
So
before.
therefore, their
The
academia
sure likes to get its nose
rules are
into
not gonna
everyone's
really
business.
hold up here, are they?
While you prepare for the debate, I will also prepare the theater for the potential aftermath. It's best to prepare for the worst outcome. Once you're done
Hopefully that
chatting,
doesn't happen though. But
do me a favor and
good job.
tell our customers that we're canceling all of our shows.
Do we really have to?
Right now, no one's in the right frame of mind to perform. I have to
Yeah.
consider both our staff and our customers.
That's true. Art is a very delicate and intricate thing. If you're not in the right mindset,
Incredible.
it won't
With your
be the
talent
same.
and youth, you had the least to lose out of all of us. And yet you were still the first to take a stand.
Yeah, that's right, Nilou.
I've never thought about leaving your theater, Mr. Zubair. I truly love this place, and I want to keep dancing here. I also want to keep dancing with everyone else.
You're becoming more and more like her. Do your best. We'll do all that we can and leave the rest.
I wonder who he's talking about. Maybe I know Nilou had like a mentor in the
My
past.
teacher.
Yeah.
She was an excellent dancer, but she's retired now. If we have time later, I'd be happy to tell you more about her.
Yeah, I'd love to. Yeah, I guess, regardless of what happens, we gotta at least postpone the shows, if not cancel completely for now, until we sorted this issue back out.
Is the theater actually
And-
closing?
And
He's been worried sick for a while now.
put
He wouldn't
everybody
stop
back in the
talking
right frame
whole
of
way
mind.
back.
Hey, you two.
What exactly happened? Did someone come down from the academia?
Pretty much, yeah.
Yes. He told us that we have to shut down the theater within 30 days, and that it's going to be demolished.
What the heck? That came with no warning.
Yeah, no warning
They're
whatsoever.
messing with us again.
For sure.
Don't tell me you'll have to listen to him.
Come on. You know the answer to that.
Hopefully not.
Yeah, it is a direct order from the academia.
I'm gonna try
There's
our
no
best.
need to worry, though. I'm preparing for a public debate with the academia.
Yeah, that's right.
If I win, we might be able to overturn things and change their minds.
Really? That's terrific. You have my full support.
That's
no
right.
doubt about
The
that.
academia might have their logic and rules, but we have the people
So what was their excuse
and each other,
anyway? They still not a fan of the
and
theater's program?
our love and respect for each other.
Something like that.
Good thing they have the power to make rash decisions about things they don't even understand, huh?
Yeah.
Yeah, they need to touch more grass, not books.
This guy literally says we need to touch grass. Not books. Yeah, go outside. You guys live in a tree, Like, look at nature. Look at the world around you. Look at the beautiful view from up there at the top of the academia. And maybe you'll start to realize that the world is in itself art. It is trying to express itself, really. And if you ignore that, no wonder you're not making any breakthroughs, because you can't even see things for what they really are.
Exactly. They want to look down on us? Ha! We'll look down on them first.
Yeah.
Don't worry. Everyone here has your back. The academia's recklessness won't get them any praise.
That's right. We're going
Right.
to protest
They might
against
think
them.
that some forms of knowledge are more valuable than others, but everyone can equally appreciate art. If they don't believe that, send them my way. I got them beat on this subject.
Maybe you can prepare some questions on the details of dance performance to make things harder for them at the debate.
Sounds like a good idea.
Yeah.
Maybe that's something I should do.
That might actually be really good. If we can do
him. He's joking.
I mean, like,
Just
do we get to
things
submit the
your way.
questions for the debate,
No
though? Shouldn't there be, like, a
matter
neutral
what, we will
party
always
moderating the debate?
support you.
Thank you all so much. Your understanding and support make me feel a lot better.
Yeah.
There are
We're
always
all
more
together in
solutions
this.
than problems. If you need help during the debate, just shout and the entire Grand Bazaar will be at your beck and call.
Pretty sure that's not allowed in the debate, but
Gotta show
I get the
them who
point.
has
You
the
know.
people's support.
We're all together in this. Yeah.
I feel like the pieces are starting to fall into place.
Yeah, it looks like we got a good
Let's
plan.
head back to the theater and organize our thoughts.
Hello.
Abby, have you seen Miss Inaya?
No, Miss Nilou. Miss Inaya isn't back yet. Wasn't she just passing on a message? Does she really need this much time?
Could she have started arguing with her father again? Likely. Very likely.
Oh no. Traveler, Paimon, I think I've messed up big time. What if Inaya never planned to come back?
What?
Why?
It's just a gut feeling, but knowing her, she probably feels like she's completely responsible for what happened. She probably thinks that all of this happened because she was staying here.
Oh, right. As soon as her father showed up, she said that her father was targeting her. So she's felt like that this whole time.
Yeah.
She has a long-standing conflict with her father. That's why she ran away from home.
Mm-hmm.
She doesn't think that we can win the debate, and she doesn't want to implicate us. So she thought leaving was the best thing to do.
So even after we decided to go for the debate, she still couldn't bring herself to support it.
And then she just quietly left afterward.
No, it's not your fault. We're all in this. That's the thing though. It's like we saw when she was at when we were doing the gift giving, and she was too nervous. But what we were observing is that she just hasn't adapted to being part of like the Grand Bazaar community yet. But in this community, everyone takes care of each other, no matter what. It's not all your fault. Everyone understands that. We're all going to get through this together. She's too harsh on herself. No one should bear all the blame.
Exactly. She's being too pessimistic. How will you know if you don't try? Anyway, first things first. We have to get her back.
But where should we start? Sumeru is huge!
Yeah, it's the biggest region in the entirety of Tibet so far.
I think I might know. Let's start by looking outside the city.
Okay.
Before I brought her to Zubair Theater, she was staying at a remote campsite. She got a fever from drinking unclean water, so I carried her back. If she has nowhere else to go after leaving the theater, she might go back and strike out on her own again.
Then let's go take a look.
Let's go take a look.
Yes, let's
And we're
hurry.
experienced adventurers, so we'll be able to make sure she's okay. Find Inaya outside. Oh, very far outside the city. Okay, let's go. Here we go. Inaya! No. You belong with everyone else. Everyone else accepts you, and we're gonna get through this together, okay? Not all your fault.
There are signs that someone had stayed here very recently.
But we can't confirm if it was Inaya or not. Let's take a look around first.
Okay. Okay, there we go. That's our proof.
Did you hear that?
Yep.
I heard it too. Let's investigate.
Yeah. What? Distance from... Get to the... Okay, well, okay. Distance from Target. I'm getting closer.
Sounds like we're getting closer. The voice is coming from over there.
Yes, we're almost there. Stay back!
It's Inaya! She's being attacked by wild animals!
Inaya, don't be scared! We're coming to help!
There we go. You gave me trial Nilou, but that's okay. My team is still really good for this.
All eyes on me!
Oh.
Thank you. There weren't so many big animals in this area before. They chased after me for a long time. Sorry. I'm causing trouble for you again.
No, don't worry about it. We do this all the
Why
time.
did you leave by yourself? You really don't think we have a chance at winning the debate?
No. I just thought it would take too much effort. Everything happened because of me. If I'm gone, then the situation will resolve itself.
We don't know that for sure. And everyone else is trying so hard.
Yeah, everyone's working together towards a happier ending. No one should be singled out for
That's
blame.
right.
It's all right if it's me. As long as the theater won't get demolished. You guys are the kindest people I've ever met. You shouldn't suffer so much because of me.
Listen to me, Inaya. Even if you were the reason that all of this happened, no one would blame you. Mr. Zubair said that you're one of us, so that means we will protect you. No matter what happens, we'll stand as one.
Together.
Nilou, there will always be a victim. Whether it's me or the theater. You can't eat your cake and have it too. You can't win a debate against the academia. Especially since your opponent will be my father.
Do explain. I mean, why are you so sure? Because she probably knows firsthand. But explain.
My father is an extremely demanding man. He's always wanted me to become an exceptional researcher and his academic successor. I tried my best to meet his expectations and did everything I could. But he still wasn't satisfied. Or rather, he had just never been satisfied with me. I'm no genius. But whenever he berated me, it was always as if he was asking me, why aren't you a genius? Yeah, like I'd know.
So that's why you ran away from home?
At first, I thought the father would slowly come to terms with reality. But he just wouldn't stop berating me. For one exam, I earned the 3rd highest score. I thought that all my hard work had finally paid off, and that I could finally make father feel some modicum of joy. I even used the embroidery skills I learned at school to make a commemorative gift for him.
Oh no.
I thought, even this daughter can make her father happy sometimes. Right?
I see. When we were embroidering your gift before, I didn't feel like you were new at it.
Yeah. Sorry for not bringing it up. These are not pleasant memories for me. I was tired of him yelling at me every day. All I wanted was to see him smile at me. But he was more angry than ever before once I'd given him my embroidery and told him my score. He flung my present to the side. You think you should be proud of 3rd place? Reflect on why you weren't first. I forgot how long I'd cried for. I only remember my parents arguing. My mother also thought he went overboard. They argued for such a long time. My father eventually stormed out and slammed the door behind him. I didn't get a single sentence of apology or any words of comfort. I've completely given up. We're destined to never understand each other.
Yeah. Sometimes it just hits too real. Sometimes it's like that realization when you can't change somebody. You spend so much time trying to prove yourself to somebody and it never works. Nothing you do will change their mind when somebody's so fixated on exactly what they want, exactly their image of you. The image they have of you in their mind, that you can't ever be that person, even if you wanted to be. And if you have other dreams, other things you want to do, then of course you're never going to be able to fulfill that dream that somebody else has for you. But when they're so fixated on it, you can never change their mind. They'll always believe you just aren't good enough for that dream, and they'll always be disappointed because they've already decided what you're supposed to be, and you're not that person, really. So, yeah. But none of that's your fault, though. We're still gonna protect you with the theater, and we're not gonna let you be alone. Okay? We're all in this together, and finally, you are surrounded by people who actually support you and care about you and what you love to do. So, for once, you don't have to feel like you are all alone and you're not worth anyone's expectations, because here nobody has any expectations for you. You can just be whoever you want to be, and everyone will support you for that.
How horrible.
Mm-hmm.
I don't think you can beat him in a debate. Because he doesn't even understand what kind of place a theater is. He can never understand the relationship performers have with their audience. His life is devoid of camaraderie or friendship. He just wants everything to happen according to his wishes, as if the world revolves around him.
Yeah.
What we cherish, our little place in this world, means nothing to him.
It sounds like your past has had a huge impact on you.
I understand now, Inaya.
Mm-hmm.
But when we were preparing for the debate, I heard something quite wise. Maybe it'll help you.
Mm-hmm. Darn it! You want me to remember? Okay, hang on. I do like this feature though that they have. I'm glad they brought it back from the Sabzer's Festival. Ricar's opinion was,
the most important thing about an experience is how you choose to interpret it.
Okay, I think it probably might be that one.
Art must first be appreciated by others to confer value.
That's true, but I don't think... Here's the thing, it's like, you can't change somebody who's already made their mind up so deeply that... In the end, there's some things a person can only change for themselves. So, we won't be to convince him that art has value.
Mr. Zubair has been meticulously managing the theater. Everything checks out.
I don't like the way she says that. Everything checks out. Everything... We're gonna get this. This is probably what we're gonna have to do for the debate. Again, we're gonna have to do this. And we're probably going to have to... Yeah, and the way she says that does not bode well exactly, because that probably means something was going wrong during the debate. Everything checks out. And
everyone is free to appreciate art. No form of art is inherently superior.
Okay, but definitely Ricar's opinion about...
The most important thing about an experience is how you choose to interpret it.
I completely agree with that. Especially in this case, it's like... all the things somebody tells you can never do, all the ways somebody makes you feel that you're not good enough, if somehow you can grow from that, overcome it, and still choose to be your own person, then you've become more resilient. You've become stronger than they could have ever expected. Stronger than that person ever could have dreamed of you being, because they could never understand.
Miss Raykar has gone through a lot in her life, but she told us that she's very happy to live at the theater now. Although she ran into misfortune, it led her down a new path in life. She sees that as a blessing. She told me that the most important thing about an experience is how you choose to interpret it.
Mm-hmm.
Interpret it?
I can sympathize with your unhappiness at home, but after you ran away, you ended up at the theater and became one of us.
Yeah.
Those unhappy experiences allowed you to really cherish your bonds
That's right.
with
You had the experience
and
of
also gave you the
what it felt like
opportunity
to be
become
unloved and
friends with us.
unappreciated.
Don't
That
let
means
your
that
past suffering keep
you
you
really
from the new
cherished being
life that you've
appreciated
worked
and loved
so
by everyone
hard
at the
to
theater even
find.
more.
Oh.
That's why you ran away from us as well. That's why you ran away from us as well, to try to protect us. But that also means that you appreciate those bonds enough that you can be there to support us as well. Yeah, this is your new beginning. You don't need to be so hard on yourself anymore.
When I ran away from home, I swore that I would leave my family conflicts behind.
Mm-hmm.
But you're right. All I'm doing now is falling right back into it.
Sometimes fate has a weird way of
Doesn't matter.
doing things, doesn't
You
it?
have a new future waiting for you. Don't let go of the answer you've worked so hard to find.
That's right. If we put our heads together, there's bound to be a way.
You're right.
Nothing to be afraid of.
Nothing to be
Nothing to be afraid of when we're all together like
I'm
this.
not trying to meet his expectations. So why should I give up because
Exactly.
of him? I can't afford to lose anything more. We have to win. The debate will not only protect Zubair Theater, but also allow me to settle things
That's
with
right.
Father.
There you go.
That's the spirit.
Let's go. I'll tell my father about the debate. I know him very well. Even if he looks down on us, I know how to make him accept.
Yeah. You challenged him at something that he
Let's
thinks
go.
it's impossible for him to lose at. So he can't... Now he has to prove it. Alright. Yeah. That really was a conversation. But it's like, yeah. For Inaya, she's been able to run away, right? When you eventually reach that point in your life where you can be free from that person, then you realize that the first thing you have to do is wake up and realize you're not bound to them anymore. That means if you're not bound to that person and their opinions of you anymore, what does it matter what they think of you or even what they thought of you in the past? It doesn't anymore. You can't disappoint somebody. Well, you can disappoint somebody, but what does it matter? If as long as you're doing something that doesn't disappoint yourself, that's all that really matters.
Well, I'm off to meet with him. Please wait here for me.
Okay. Looking forward to your good news.
Yeah. He won't be able to refuse because he thinks it's... Yes, it, you know.
That should be everything.
Has
The only
to,
thing left to do now is to wait until the debate.
Can't lose in this.
Sure why, but I'm getting nervous again.
Don't be. You've been great so far.
Your words won over Inaya.
Yeah.
Talk like that during the debate.
You know
and
just the
you're
right thing to say
win.
to make
Thanks
somebody
for that,
feel better.
Paimon.
But you also know the right thing to say to be able to
Still feel like it'll
share
be
the
an uphill
wisdom
battle.
and beliefs of all
I
the
need
people of
to
the
be
Grand
calmer,
Bazaar.
cooler, and more collected.
Lots of people are rooting for us.
Yeah. I'm acting as everyone's representative, so I'll need to act brave. Even if I won't
Yeah.
feel like it.
Worst comes to worst, we'll just ask Nahida for help. Don't worry about it. But we're gonna pretend we don't have that fallback plan. This is the only way to save the theater. There's still one problem left unsolved.
Huh? What's left?
The theater's existence. Is it only for art and performance?
What a strange
Yeah, sounds like the kind of
question.
question that art guy would
Isn't
ask.
a theater just a theater?
It's
Why
more
would
like
it
a
need to be
home to
anything
everybody who's
else?
there, though.
Wait. You're not asking what the theater does, but
Yeah.
what it is. Let me think. How can I put this?
It's the place where you're all together. Okay, hang on. So we already used Vikar's opinion.
Art must first be appreciated by others to confer value.
Okay, the value of the theater's existence.
Mr. Zubair has been meticulous
Okay,
in
not
managing
right
the
now.
theater. Everyone is free to appreciate art. No form of art is inherently superior.
That's right.
Inaya really wants to win. She doesn't want to lose anything else because of her.
Again, that
broken
quote also does not bode well for the or what's going to happen in the debate. But okay, the value of the theater's existence.
Got it.
Mm-hmm.
When we were trying to find a way to save the theater, we heard many stories not of the theater, but of the people
That's
whose
right.
lives have
What
been
they've
touched
gained
by
from
it.
becoming part of the community.
Zubair Theater is our reason for coming together. It connects us all in unique ways.
Mm-hmm.
In other words,
Exactly.
it's like a bond.
A bond?
I like this story quest.
The theater provides money for Miss Raykar and her children, inspiration for Mr. Kasani, and enjoyment for the people of the Great Bazaar. It also gives Inaya shelter from her family. It has brought us together after taking care of every single one of us.
Yeah.
And its story won't end here. In the future, many more people will come to the theater and receive its blessing. And we'll all be there for them. Our warm, welcoming community will show them the same kindness we were shown in
Yeah,
the
that's
past.
right.
Aside
That's something
from
that the
delivery
academia
of
doesn't
performances,
understand
isn't
with
this
the
another reason
strict
for
entrance
Zubair
exams and all
Theater's
that.
continued
It's the
existence?
existence of a community
Yeah,
that
makes sense.
just embraces
We definitely
everybody
felt
with
that
open
warmth
arms,
during the
no matter who
preparations
they
for the
are.
event. But Hyman doesn't see how this will help in the debate.
Inaya said that her father doesn't care for interpersonal relationships. This may be his weak point.
Oh, gotcha! No matter how strong an opponent is, they'll have to go on the defensive if pressed on a weak point.
I feel like that's another prong in our attack. Thank you so much.
Hyman also feels a lot more relieved. Let's show him what we got!
Sorry for the wait.
Did everything
I'm
go
back.
okay?
Things went a lot more smoothly than I expected. It didn't take long for him to accept the debate. And it's set for 2 days from
Good.
now. Why are you all smiling so much? Did
We got
something good
our
happen?
resolve.
We realized that your dad might not be as
He
scary as
has
we
a
had
weak
thought.
point.
We just finished our prep. Rest easy. It will all
That's
turn out
right.
well. We have to win. No, we
We
will
will
win,
win, for sure.
Fingers crossed.
How's it going? The reason we are gathered here.
Everything is ready. The only thing left is to wait
Sounds
until the
good.
day after tomorrow.
I hope I'll actually be able to get some sleep over the next 2 nights.
Me too. You're gonna need it. Ah, the anticipation. Yeah, is that 2 days? The day after tomorrow. That's the day after tomorrow, so that's gotta be it, right? Or is it one more day after this? I guess we'll find out. Yeah, but I like this story because it shows the power of, and not just like art helping people to express themselves, but art being that expression that connects people and brings people together like that.
In the blink of an eye, it's already debate time! We did a lot of preparations with Nilou. Hopefully
I
they
hope
were
so too.
helpful.
I think they'll be great. Okay, who do we got like moderating this debate though? That's the only thing. So we want it to be unbiased. We gotta get somebody who's not from the theater or from the academia. So I'm not sure if that's how it's gonna work. But anyway. Do they have microphones if they're standing all the way up there?
Hello and welcome, everyone. I am Safwan,
What?
a scholar from
You're
the
from the academia?
and
That's
I will serve
biased.
as this
That's
debate's
super biased.
adjudicator.
This is not good. We can't have the...
I swear to judge both parties with the utmost wisdom and
Oh, you better be
impartiality.
impartial.
I will neither interfere with the proceedings nor demonstrate
I
bias.
hope that's correct.
I ask for both parties to stand. May the Dendro Archon also serve as a
May the
witness
Dendro
to
Archon
this
actually
duel
just
of
come
wits.
by and help us right now, because there's no way.
Since you so desperately demand an explanation, I will expound on the Academia's
Sure.
stance. You may have misunderstood us from the outset and believe that the Academia is prejudiced
Kinda.
against you. However, the truth is that the Academia wishes for every resident of Sumeru to be afforded opportunities to grow and cultivate
And how
their
well has
wisdom.
that been working out for you?
Therefore, the works they consume should also possess enlightening qualities and intellectual value.
Mm-hmm. Yeah? Well,
We have failed to identify these qualities in the shows performed at Zubair Theater. In other words, instead of struggling against the Academia in pointless confrontations, If you had spent your time reflecting on improving the quality of your shows and enlightening your audience, Zubair Theater would not be today facing
You have a
such
very
tragic
skewed
fate.
idea of enlightenment.
Aggressive from the get-go. He's really putting on the pressure.
Alright.
Can Nilou stand
Alright,
her
Nilou,
ground?
let's see what you got.
Calm down, Nilou. First, carefully analyze what he said.
You make me decide, aren't you?
He said that we were shut down not because the academia looks down on the arts, but rather because our shows aren't up to their
Right, but why do we have to meet their standards, right?
However,
This is not like a legal thing where, like, okay, we're breaking any laws here. This is just like their opinion of what they think is good or not.
Mr. Zubair has been meticulously managing the theater. Everything checks out.
Not that right now.
Everyone is free to appreciate art. No form of art is inherently superior. Inaya really wants to win. She doesn't want to lose anything else because of her painful past. The theater carries everyone's feelings and serves as the bond that connects us all.
The most important thing about an experience is how you choose to interpret it.
Art must first be appreciated.
Okay, so no
by
extra
others to
clouds
confer
popped
value.
up there. So here's the thing about this feature. Well, it's super cool. Sometimes the way that the points are summed up, I don't see how exactly they're gonna get used in the argument because it might be a little bit different from the way it's presented. Okay, so he's saying that he's not looking down on us, but he's not saying they're not prejudiced against us, sure, but rather we don't meet their standards. But
Mr. Zubair has been meticulously managing the theater. Everything checks out.
okay, not that.
Everyone is free to appreciate art. No form of art is inherently superior.
Either this one or the value of the theater's existence. Okay.
In your eyes, our shows
Okay,
can't
good.
meet
Got it
the
right.
academia's expectations. Shouldn't it be the audience who decides if a show is intellectual or enlightening?
That's right.
Why is someone from the academia judging that? Also, I believe that there is no such thing as a wiser or more enlightening performance. Art doesn't discriminate, and it appeals to all. Everyone has the right to
That's
appreciate
right. You tell
art.
him.
Appreciation is but a primitive form
You say
of
primitive?
satisfaction. Guidance and enlightenment are necessary if we are to induce growth in the performers as well as
Let's
the
see, you want
audience.
us all doing calculus in the
This stance
stage?
holds performers to a higher standard and encourages the development of the arts. If all performances are simple-minded, require little effort to comprehend, and lack any impetus for the betterment of society, then the people
the
will not
nerve
be
of
able
this
to
guy, I
develop
can't
a
stand
greater
it.
level of artistic understanding. Nurturing the populace's understanding requires a long and arduous
What, like how it takes,
process.
like,
And
forever
guiding this
to get
process
through...
is the
well, I mean,
academia's true
getting a
goal.
university degree takes a long time, but you know,
The topic without batting an eye. Good thing I'm
just like how the academia prolongs everything, that was what I was going to say.
correctly. What I should say here is...
Darn it. So he's talking about how,
Mr. Zubair has been meticulously managing the theater. Everything checks out.
not that one.
Inaya
Okay, not
really
this one.
wants to win. The theater carries everyone's feelings and serves as the bond that connects us all.
So far, we've never had to reuse any of the other
The
clouds
most important
yet.
thing about an experience
So-
is how you choose to interpret it.
I kind of doubt it's any of these.
Art must first be appreciated by others to confer value.
Everyone is free to appreciate art. No form of art is inherently
He's talking about
superior.
how we need to make the shows more intellectual. So I think it's...
The theater carries everyone's feelings and serves as the bond that connects us all. No.
Okay, not that.
Can't do that.
This one.
No. Can't
Okay,
do
we
that.
can't use this. Okay, we can't use the same one, even though this one kind of applies again. Can't use the same one again.
Art must first be appreciated
This one.
by
This
others
one.
to confer
So we are
value.
using this. It's definitely that one.
Someone at our theater has tried that before. He was a famed artist, but he recognized that very few people could connect with his works. I agree that art should be enlightening, but we can't pursue that goal by creating complicated works. If a work can't tap into an audience's personal experiences or feelings, then its contents may as well be a castle in the
It's
sky.
basically going over their heads.
What's the point of performing a show that its audience can't even follow? That would only be forcing people to watch something they don't like.
You can only reach that conclusion from a place
You're the
of
one who's ignorant here.
In that case, before passing judgment, you should first become a better dancer
Oh,
than me.
true. You tell him, Nilou.
Looks like he's backed himself into a corner.
As the party holding the burden of proof, Sharif has failed to provide sufficient support for his judgment of the quality of Zubair
Thank you for being
Theater's
impartial.
programs. Likewise, the definition that Nilou put forth is but her personal opinion.
Okay, well.
Neither party is the victor for this particular
Thanks for being
point of
impartial, though.
contention. Additionally, I must request that both parties exercise greater control on their emotions.
Emotions happen during debates.
In that case, I shall speak of more concrete matters.
But
The essence
there
of
is
this
bias,
issue is
though,
that
because
you
it's
have
toward
violated
the
the law.
academia
So you must
moderator
now
guy
pay
is
the
used to say
price
no
for your
emotions.
transgression. This course of action is also completely procedural.
Okay, this one's gonna be the one of the
We have
Mr.
already
Zubair's
contacted
point.
Zubair Theater multiple times regarding the theater's repertoire. However, you have consciously ignored our warnings. Or perhaps your compliance was purely superficial. Regardless, that failure has indirectly led to the present day's proceedings.
That is indeed so, according to the laws decreed
Yeah,
by
but we
the
haven't
Academia.
broken.
He started talking about procedural
We can't.
stuff.
We haven't broken any
So we need
laws
to focus
technically, though,
on-
other than it's this one.
Mr. Zubair has been meticulously
Like
managing
which
the theater.
which laws exactly?
Everything checks
Other
out.
than like the one that the grand stage could have like no public performance.
Mr. Zubair has already provided signed copies of all documentation related to
Yes.
our operations.
We've met your
Everything is
standards
perfectly
and
filled out
everything
and valid.
in terms of like your
Although the
legal
theater's
standards,
performances don't
just not
align
your
with
like
the academia's
intellectual
requests,
standards.
The law doesn't say that Zubair Theater can be demolished only because of that reason. Demolition notices need to be provided in writing and made available to the
You
public.
tell him.
Otherwise, the theater can continue to operate as long as its license is valid. Failing to follow these rules makes your stance procedurally
That's right.
unsound.
We did our research.
Yeah!
That's right.
That's right!
There are different ways to apply
Oh,
the
so now
rules.
you're talking about bending
there
the
is
rules,
precedent
huh?
for this. So long as this matter is discussed within the academia, this course of action will come to pass.
Looking at the past 27 cases of similar nature, 90% of them support Sharif's claim.
Right, that's
and
only
position.
90%.
However, the demolition process in those cases was only started after discussion at the academia. In other words, premature notice of demolition is indeed a
There we go.
rash
1
act.
point for us.
That's more than enough. We've proven that the order is unreasonable as it currently stands.
Cease
So
your
the
futile
argument only kind of
resistance.
delays the problem.
Nilou's definitely won this one,
He'll
right?
bite back.
You're right.
All right.
Stay
Okay.
focused,
Okay. We got
Nilou.
this.
Even if permission for demolition has yet to be obtained, it is a fact that your performances violated the Academia's policies on numerous occasions. Based on that fact, we can permanently revoke your right to perform in Sumeru.
Under the current system, it is indeed possible to immediately revoke Zubair Theater's performance.
Why would you do that? Oh, that's his backup plan.
Rather than protecting Zubair Theater, I surmise that your true intention is to maintain your hold over your audience and their patronage
It's
as
not
your
all about
source
the
of
income.
Without them, Zubair Theater is nothing more than an
Oh,
empty
you're
building.
toying with us and the
And
bonds
without
and
its
our
performances,
friendship.
the theater has nothing else of value.
What you said
Yeah,
isn't
that's
true
right.
at all.
Don't get riled up. Okay.
Right. I need to keep calm, but he...
Okay. It's okay.
Just a little more. Zubair Theater isn't just a performance
Yeah, that's
venue
right.
to us.
It's like Zubair Theater is not a place, it's a people. Value the theater's existence.
The theater carries everyone's feelings and serves as the bond that connects
It's our
us
home,
all.
it's our community, and it's what brings us all together. You can't just destroy that for us.
Zubair Theater isn't simply a performance venue to us. It means more than that. It's been our home for a long time. Miss Raykar can't go on adventures anymore, but she has found a stable career and a new life at the theater. Her son, Soren, has already passed his theater exam, and he'll soon be our newest member. Mr. Kasani found a new way to look at art. He decided to stay at the theater to watch us grow. Mr. Farhad and Mr. Hushang visit even when there isn't a show going on, and they always tell us lots of entertaining stories. Even Inaya wants to stay with us, and she's starting to look forward to a new future. Zubair Theater exists for them.
That's
for every
right.
single one of us.
Perhaps Zubair Theater has provided you with a multitude of positive emotions and experiences. However, you have misconstrued
Really? What have we misconstrued that's any worse than anything you've
The
misconstrued?
interpersonal relationships you speak of were established upon normal
Oh my
theater
gosh.
operations. Sheikh Zubair operates the theater for his livelihood. His employees work for their wages,
Dude.
and the audience comes to enjoy performance.
This guy is so fixed-minded. It's like,
Relationships are merely a
you
byproduct in this
research super
exchange
hard,
of
you make a lot of
interests.
money off of your
They may be
research kind of
pleasant
thing.
and
You
captivating,
can't
but they can
imagine
only
anything else
ever
about
be
anyone
secondary.
wanting to have any
When
connections
scholars
or
collaborate to
friendships or
solve
anything.
difficult problems,
That's exactly
we
what Anaya
freely
said. Is that
share
this
our
guy cannot
knowledge
even
and
imagine
resources with one another, as if
what
we
it's
were
like to
all
have
kin.
like friendships with anybody.
However, this collaboration ends after the results of our work are published. The reason is simple. We are scholars, and there are new projects
And is that really
await
such a
our
good way of
attention.
living?
He really doesn't think
These
much
are-
of
yeah, basically-
relationships. Paimon also thinks he did a lot of prep. He's been solid as a rock.
Realize, think about this. You remember? Okay, fine. I always talk about inversion of Genesis. But you know inversion of Genesis? When Niwa dies, he's telling the Torre that he doesn't see the Kabuki Mono as being a tool to be used. You know, he's one of us. Not everyone wants to use other people just like you do. So from that perspective, it's no wonder the Torii and the Academia at this point would start collaborating and try to force Scaramouche to turn into a god at the promise of giving him power, right? Because all they see is just like, they see each other as just tools to be used, you know? That's exactly his attitude right now. It's like, well, so what about friendships? People just exist for us to, like, you know, help each other with our research and then move on to another project. Whatever.
Sharif's argument is currently the more persuasive of
Really?
the two for this point of
Really?
contention. The continuance of the interpersonal relationships Nilou spoke of remains hypothetical before the theater's demolition. Whereas
This
the
is what I mean, we
situation
do
that
have a
Sharif
biased.
described has
We
been
have
well
a
documented at the
biased
Academia.
moderator here. Because this guy's a researcher, he probably does the exact same thing.
The Academia has made significant academic
Really?
contributions.
Then
in
why are you
no
guys
small
struggling
part
with
due
making
to its
any sort of
researchers'
research
efficiency
breakthroughs? And you
ability
thought
to
that making a god would be
compartmentalize.
your new research breakthrough.
No, what should we do? Things are going in the opposite
No,
direction.
Nilou might be setting him up.
A setup?
That's right, because we identified his weak point before, which is he has no experience with relationships.
He said what he said. The next argument could decide this debate.
Mhm.
But is this really the best thing to do? It might be too cruel to Inaya.
Well, there's only one option.
Inaya really wants to win. She doesn't want to lose anything else because of her painful past.
Yeah.
She already agreed to this. She wants
That's
to
right.
win, no matter what.
That's right.
Me too.
We're all resilient
Mr.
together.
Sharif believes that interpersonal relationships are a byproduct of working towards a goal. Once that goal is achieved or abandoned, those relationships would have no more reason to continue. Then, if someone has failed to live up to his expectations...
If someone has failed to live up to your expectations and ran away from home, then she shouldn't be your daughter anymore. Right?
Yes.
Inaya...
She's brave. She said it herself.
Sorry, Nilou. As expected, I should be the one to say it. You don't need to shoulder this responsibility for me. If in your eyes, the purpose of my existence is to become your academic successor, then that goal has ended in complete failure.
Mhm.
By your logic, that means there is no more reason to sustain our relationship as father and daughter.
That's right, with your precious
Members
logic.
of the audience who do not belong to either debate party, please speak with caution.
Let her speak. What she does not say, Nilou will.
No matter how many disagreements we've had, the truth is that you are still my father. You're so immersed in your own world, you can't understand why we come together for the sake of relationships.
Yeah, don't look down on us.
You can watch a dance anywhere, but there's only one Zubair theater.
That's right.
I'm almost starting to feel sorry for this guy, what with the idiotic
Okay,
things
well,
he said.
Order!
Yeah.
Order!
We're
do not
yeah, this
interrupt
is not going well for the debate process.
I confess that this is the final argument we had prepared. Disown me, and you will win the debate.
There you go.
But before that,
Final card has been played.
Father, I have some final words to say. I've been doing some soul searching. Not about whether I should have run away from home, but whether there was any point to my personal rebellion against you. I kept trying to earn your approval, but I only disappointed you over and over. The truth is, I ran away from home as a means to vent my recurring frustrations. That is to say, I was exerting pressure on you, and hoping you'd give up on your lofty expectations. But by doing that, wasn't I just doing the same thing as you?
Yeah. It's time to live for yourself, not for him.
I won't force my expectations upon you anymore. At Zubair Theater, I have found the life I've always wanted. I will move on from my family troubles and strive towards my new goal. But if you dare to harm this place, then I will stand with my friends here and fight against you.
This is not the time to space out, Sharif. The debate is still underway.
You already consider them to be your friends.
You should be asking us that
Yeah.
question.
Of course
We're all friends here.
Miss Inaya is a really good friend.
It was a bit of a process, but we won her over.
Make no mistake. All those who come to Zubair Theater become one of us. We will always
And
be with
this
her.
is a closer family that she's ever had with you.
Such
Closer family
puerile
relationship.
simplicity. However,
yeah.
it is surprisingly a relief.
Did we win?
Wait, what are you... never mind.
Why did we get a researcher as the moderator? We should have gotten someone else.
They left?
Does that mean we win?
Does that mean
I think that means we won. See, if someone leaves the debate stage, that means we win the debate, right?
We won?
We won. We won, but it took all of us together. The power of friendship. Fantastic job. Inaya was also brilliant. That's right. We won because we were all together in this, and he was all alone.
I feel a
Yeah,
little
it's okay.
faint.
Understandable.
It looks like he still has a place for her in his heart.
Terrific work, Nilou and Anaya. They likely won't cause
That's
any
right.
more
We've
trouble
embarrassed
for us.
them now.
Didn't know you could get so fierce. I have a lot of newfound respect for you two.
This really took a lot out of me, though. I don't
Yeah, it
ever
was
wanna
super
do
stressful
this
to
again.
debate.
Both Miss Nilou and Miss Inaya were so
Yeah, you guys did great. And you overcame everything together.
Celebrations?
Let's do it. Let's do the celebration this time. Talk to Nilou. We did it! Now we can reschedule the performances in the future too. Oh, but that's so good. I'm so glad that the theater didn't get demolished. Feeling any calmer?
Yes, I feel a lot better. The more I think back on everything, the more surreal it all feels. I don't think I could repeat what I did a
But all of our
second
preparations paid off.
time. Yes, and it's all thanks
Aw.
to you.
Well, thank you. Now I've heard everyone else's stories, I want to hear yours.
I see.
You mean how fate brought me to the theater, right? Then I'll have to tell you about my teacher who Mr. Zubair had mentioned. Mr. Zubair opened his theater when I was still a child. There was a beautiful dancer, and from the moment I saw her, I couldn't look away. I thought to myself, the gods must have blessed her with such talent. But later on, she would actually smile down at me and say, just the opposite.
The opposite? Yeah, probably. If you work hard, you can make anything. You can turn the impossible possible.
Yeah. She said, dance is an art born from toil. It isn't a gift from the gods, but a creation by our own hands. It is a beautiful thing born from our life experiences. Whenever there is joy or something to be celebrated, people will dance. In other words, any place where people can effortlessly begin a dance will for sure be filled with the blessings of everyone's happiness. She wasn't looking for flowers and applause. All she wanted was to see her audience
to be able to
smile.
connect with the people that are important to you, and each and every person in the audience who smiles is somebody who matters. Right, so that is what art means to people.
Right. The same as what Mr. Kasani believes.
We used everybody's arguments. It was all really worth it. Everyone came together to help us win that debate.
From her. And later on, I began to dance here in her stead. Before she retired, she told me, for as long as you live, never forget what dance means to others. This is why Mr. Zubair and I never intended to listen to the academia. Even though it ended up causing everyone a whole lot of trouble, thankfully, everything
Yeah, well, it
worked
looks
out
like
in
you
the
won't have to
end.
worry anymore.
Although, I do have a small
Anaya?
regret. Yeah. Even though she has already decided to stop fighting with her father, they never managed to have a real conversation with each other. Before he left, Mr. Sharif
Sometimes that
looked like he
happens.
had a lot on
You
his
just
mind.
can't get through to them.
He probably has a lot of things he wants to say, but will now perhaps never get a chance to.
Sometimes that's just the way it is. It's always saying nothing might be better than saying something in this case.
Yeah, but I still hope that things can change. It
Never hurts to have hope, I agree.
You and
You can
Paimon
keep on
are more
believing
than welcome to keep
and
attending
dreaming
our
of one
shows.
day when things could be different.
Who knows? Next time, you might see
Yeah,
Inaya on
I'd
the
love to see
stage.
that.
Are you still worried about Inaya?
Oh, we're still more.
Let's be sure to come back often. Who knows? Maybe things will have worked out for her.
You two are
Aw,
welcome here
thank you.
anytime.
I'd love to come back.
Seeing you safe and sound in between adventures will keep me from worrying too much
Sure.
about you. I think I already see you two as people of the Grand Bazaar.
Aw.
Yep, without a doubt.
I'm honored. Thank you. I'm so happy that you consider me part of this wonderful community you have here. And looks like we won. We managed to win with the power of friendship against pure logic. What was it? I think I gotta go 2 days. And Nilou is watching over the stage. Tick tock, tick tock, tick tock. It's so pretty in here though, like the fountains and the palm trees. It's just so luscious. Watching a performance in here would probably be so amazing. What an amazing atmosphere it is, just location-wise. But more importantly than anything, the people here. Yay! Beautiful. Good work, Nilou. Hello, Anaya.
Everyone, I'd like to introduce you to our newest member, Hinaya. Hello, everyone.
Hello.
She'll be dancing for us from now on. So please, give her your support.
Yeah. You got this.
Inaya's taken her place on the stage! Oh, Paimon wonders how she'll look when she starts dancing. When you stop and think about it, happy endings like this sure aren't easy to come by.
Yeah, we worked hard for this. A lot of things came together to make it happen.
Nilou's efforts, everyone's wisdom, Inaya's determination.
And perhaps Sherry's mercy as well.
Huh? What do you mean by that?
I think he intentionally gave us a chance. He didn't have to agree to the debate.
You do have a point there.
That's right. That's me debating.
The whole demolition thing was going overboard. But he really could have banned Nilou and the others from dancing.
Yeah.
If he really wanted to be ruthless, he could have done some real damage, even without winning the debate. Oh well, it's not like we can understand how people like him think.
Yeah, let's just forget about him for now. Why is everyone leaving? Enough of him for now.
Wait, look who the cat dragged in! Isn't that Inaya's father?
I guess we're gonna go greet him. Wait, why is everyone leaving though?
Oh, it's you two.
It's us too. We've caused a lot of trouble for the
I don't
academia,
have much
haven't
to
we?
do today, so I just came to look around this place.
Okay.
Are you looking for Inaya?
No, I am simply here to watch a performance. There is no need to trouble her.
Shouldn't you be busy?
Well, I was for a time.
Uh-huh.
My loss at the debate caused quite the loss of face for the academia, so there was a period of unrest. I used this opportunity to suggest that my superiors temporarily suspend me from duty. Otherwise, the rumors would probably
Why is everyone
persist for even
leaving?
longer.
Suspended from duty?
Yeah, it's probably for the best.
Yes, I am temporarily unemployed. However, I now have an abundance of time, so I can afford to come here and watch.
That's
a
right.
show.
Sit back and take a
I admit that I
step
do
back
not
and look at the bigger
understand
picture of
magic
life in
that
general.
this theater possesses, but my curiosity has been piqued. I still cannot forget that young lady's perseverance. Inaya would almost certainly mature in the presence of such a person.
So you're still concerned about your daughter?
There are no parents who do not worry about their children. I suppose she managed to hit a weak spot of mine. Never mind. I do not have the right to say that.
Yeah, you're gonna have to earn it back, but maybe if you try, you will.
So you might as well go see her.
No, that is not necessary. I will take my leave after the show concludes.
Unless Nilou sees
Do
you
not
first.
tell her that I was here.
Okay.
Come on. Who knows if you'll get a chance like this again?
Oh, okay. I guess Nilou did see.
You said you were going to make peace with your past. Show your father how much you've grown.
Ha, okay.
Don't be nervous. Everyone at Zubair Theater has your back.
Alright, let's see how this goes then.
Hey, let's go somewhere else. We should give them some space.
You sure they'll be okay?
I don't know.
We gotta try.
I think we should have faith in them.
So we're here.
Yes, Inaya. I have something for you. I'm still learning. It's hardly a masterpiece, but it's yours, if you'll take it.
Aww.
You don't have to take it. It's fine. Never mind.
Let's have a heart-to-heart. Father.
Yeah.
Like father, like daughter. They're both so awkward with their feelings.
It's the kind of outcome that
Yeah.
is...
She probably would have snuck away as well if I didn't drag her back.
Yeah.
Do you think they'll be able
It's beautiful though when we can have a
reconcile?
resolution like that between people who
not
fought
sure.
before.
A complete reconciliation may also not be the best thing for them right now.
Yeah.
All those years of arguments and misunderstandings
Exactly.
can't be settled
But-
overnight. It might be best if they continue to keep some distance
But it's
for
a
now.
start, and
But no
a
matter
start
where their
is
hearts and
something
bodies
beautiful.
may be, they will always be family.
All I wish for them is to be able to one day tap into the warmth of that bond. Oh, by the way, everyone's really thankful to you for helping out with the debate.
Don't mention it. We just wanted to make sure that you were well
we
prepared.
made you a little something.
Huh?
Hope you'll like it.
Is that the whole stage? Is that the thing for the teapot?
Isn't this
Is it like a mini version?
Whoa, this is amazing! It's so detailed and
Whoa,
polished.
thank you.
We've also never made anything this complicated before. Mr. Zubair and Mr. Kasani took charge of the design, while Inaya and I made all the little pieces with the help of others.
Well, that's
Miss
beautiful,
Rikar and
thank
Miss
you.
Nadia made and assembled the centerpiece. As adventurers, you two will doubtlessly travel to many more lands and see many more things. That's why we hope that your time at Zubair Theater will become a fond memory of your journey.
It will be. I
You
love
two are
this
welcome
story
back
quest.
anytime.
This is so nice. I'm glad that we managed to save this place.
We'll come back and watch you dance whenever we get the chance.
Thank you all for being so considerate.
You're welcome. And there's no need to be so polite. You learned fast.
Yeah.
Come on, take it. This is the story of you and me. It's a tale that I'll never, ever forget.
Aww. Thank you, Nilou. Look at that. We did. Now I've done all the story quests. Oh, they're gone. Okay. We got miniature Zubair Theater. We gotta put this in the teapot. Wow. We saved the theater. And we did it on their terms, and yet we managed to show the strength of that which we believe in. Beautiful. We managed. I'm so glad we were able to protect the arts and the community here, because it's so much more than just a venue. It is a home. Alright, let's see. Let's see if I can. It probably goes inside. Shoot, I don't know how to change stuff with the teapot with the controller. Hang on, let me turn this off because I don't know how to. Let's just use the touchscreen. Look at that! Almost AR60. Here we go. Look, see, this is why I want to do all the story quests now. We can get some more XP towards my goal. It's probably an indoor thing, so I'm gonna go inside. Okay, let's see. Ornaments. Whoa! I need to get a table for this. Oh, that's so pretty. I'm not gonna leave it on the floor, I promise. I'm gonna go get a table. Look at that, though. Oh, it's amazing. We have our own miniature Zubair Theater. Yes, for sure, Nilou. I always remember the fond memories we had here together. Alright. You're also on a stage here. Thank you. Thank you so much for inviting me to come to the celebration, and I'm so glad we could help you out, Nilou. And thank you all for watching. I hope you enjoyed me going through that story quest. I'm going to be hitting AR60 soon. Look out for that. And yeah, happy holidays, everyone, and I'll see you soon. Bye!